So the mayor's right. This is very, very important to me as the city manager and our management team. So I want to really echo that. That's incredibly important to us. So a funny thing happened to me on the way to this conference. It actually happened yesterday. So some of you may not know that we're in the middle of the League of California Cities. So it's about 4,000 people. They're all upstairs in the convention center. They're from cities all across California, the Pacific Southwest, mayors, council members, city managers, city leaders, legislators, just a lot of people up there. So yesterday I got invited to a business roundtable put forth by a business summit, a group that's out of Sacramento. They had several members from the League of California Cities there, the executive director of the League of California Cities, key city managers throughout the state, and we were talking about the state of cities and what can the League do to help us and things like that. And it was an epic moment for me, and it helped me form my remarks later today that I'm going to give you in just a few minutes. But everyone around the table, to a person, basically said, you need to help us. The legislature needs to do this. The League needs to do this. The Business Roundtable needs to do this. The National League of Cities needs to do this. So these cities were just sitting back just saying, fix us, do something, help us. You're hurting us. You need to fix this. And it just hit me that, and I'm looking out around the people here, the innovation team and all this stuff, that's not Long Beach. Long Beach has never been a city that just sits back and says, fix us. We're just going to wait for somebody to come manna from heaven. Can somebody help us? Please, somebody fix us. This is a city that has reached out to the universities, reached out to the educational system, the nonprofits, the business community, and has done some tremendous stuff over the past decade, couple decades actually, and that really defines us as a city. Basically, Long Beach is now at a moment in time where we can focus on technology and livability. We want to be the coolest city in the nation. These two terms are not mutually exclusive. This is a city where together we have overcome some awesome obstacles, some crazy obstacles that we've overcome. In the early 2000s, we faced a $103 million general fund structural deficit. This was soon followed by the worst recession since the Great Depression. Next came city pension issues with the reduced earnings resulting over $1 billion in obligations. To make matters worse, we lost one of the city's main economic drivers, the redevelopment agency, forfeiting millions and millions of dollars previously committed to Long Beach. We also faced the necessity to rebuild a seismically challenged city hall and main library. Those of you that get a chance, go walk around Magnolia and Ocean probably for the next year. You'll see the most beautiful hole in the ground. It's really cool as you watch that building go up. But in Long Beach, we changed our entire business model to deal with these challenges and emerge an even greater city, instead of relying on the state and federal government to bail us out. We turned to the private and nonprofit sectors with an entrepreneurial spirit, introducing the city's first innovation team of researchers, developers, designers, with help from Bloomberg Philanthropies. Our first Fuse fellowships, they just started this week, to help us with the issues of homelessness and community safety, with help from the California Community Foundation. We won a Code for America fellowship to help us build our first open source online tool for entrepreneurs, with help from the James Irvine Foundation. We partnered with 6 local partners, including the Long Beach Community Foundation, and were awarded grant funding from the Knight Foundation to build the nation's first outdoor office to promote civic innovation and community connectivity. We were awarded a City Mart grant by the Knight Foundation to run the city's first 5 open procurement challenges, an innovative process for crowdsourcing solutions to civic problems. We won a Small Business Administration Prize to make it easier for entrepreneurs to start businesses. We started the first Design Matters Fellowship with the Pasadena Arts Center to place world-class designers in our new City Hall and to help us bring design thinking to a public service in public spaces. And we just received a placemaking grant from the Downtown Business Improvement District to pilot the city's first augmented reality project in public parks. Just think Pokemon Go for government. This entrepreneurial approach to partnering with private foundations, civic technology, and nonprofits, university leaders, and local entrepreneurs has resulted in Long Beach being named continually one of the top 10 digital cities in America. We have one of the top 10 fleet bureaus in America. We're consistently one of the most LGBT-friendly cities in America. We're the most walkable city in California. We're basically the 10th most bike-friendly city throughout the United States. We've been named the top 10 downtown turnaround in America. Also, the New York Post just called us one of the 4th coolest cities in America. We're now sharing our corridors and business improvement districts with business improvement districts and creating new open data systems for entrepreneurs. And through this all, we're now achieving technology success and livability success. And even the awards that you're going to get today, they've been designed by Henderson Huen, who's on our team, and he made these in our library with our Makerspace program. So these are pretty cool too. So again, thank you for being here. You're all wonderful people, and you're the group that's going to keep Long Beach overcoming these obstacles that face us every single week or month, and we really appreciate you in the private sector, the nonprofit sector, and the education sector. So thank you for being here.